Breathe in, move, listen. Invite Jesus to your space. Welcome to Christ-Centered Yoga. Before we start our practice, I need to give you a little backstory on what inspired this practice. It was a BYU speech entitled "The Most Desirable Above All Things" by Salani, Lesa, Pita. And in this speech, she talks about a little red notebook. I've got mine here, got it this week, and I've been actively using it. It's been changing my life. So she actually heard Henry B. Eyring speak of these words: ponder deeply and diligently in the scriptures and the living prophets. Persist in prayer for the Holy Ghost to reveal the nature of God the Father and his beloved Son. Plead that the Spirit will show you what the Lord wants you to do. Plan to do it. Promise to obey. Act with determination until you've done what he asks. And then pray and give thanks for the opportunity to serve and to know what you might do next. So what she heard was, this is a really important pattern and I need to start doing this. And so then she decided to go get a notebook, hers was red, and write down the good thoughts that she had when she couldn't act on them right away. That way, if she forgot, she could stick with a plan to accomplish them, promise God to do it until she had done what he asked. So that's what started the little red notebook. Let's begin in Supta Baddha Konasana, lying all the way down on our mat on our backs to be able to establish an intention, focus, a mantra, connect with our breath, and invite Christ to our space. So soles of our feet will be together in reclined butterfly posture. Let the knees fall open, and let's take both of our hands on our chest. Begin our practice by taking long, deep breath into the belly, into the chest, and then exhale that complete breath all the way down back into the belly. Take this opportunity to connect to your heart, to your breath, this lifeline to our heavenly home. And notice how you're feeling. With this awareness, take the time to invite Christ to your space. Set an intention. In Salani's speech, why me? Why now? A mantra could be, I am listening. And if you're using ancient sacred tonal vibration, Chinese would be 我正在听. The beautiful thing about 正在 is the act of doing right now, that we are listening, that we are acting. So with that next breath, if a different intention serves your practice, please choose that now. And we'll just take this moment to take the final breath. Move into the space. As we reach both arms up over our head, give a nice long stretch. Bring the knees together, and we'll begin to cross the left knee over our right and take both knees to the right side of the body. Look gently over the left side of the body. Start to warm up the spine with a gentle spinal twist, twisting out and detoxifying the internal organs. So we move deep into the shoulders, making sure both shoulders are grounded on the earth. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, bring those knees back to center. Switch sides when you're ready. Your right knee will go over the left, and then both knees will fall across as you look over the right shoulder this time. So begin to breathe deeply here. Find your intention, your awareness, your breath, presence within you. Neil L. Anderson even said, we must believe in the still small voice that we feel. Make sure we know that it comes from our Father. Pray, ask, seek. And then not be afraid when answers come into our heart and our mind. Believe that they are divine, because they are. So as we begin to unravel our legs and connect with our feeling whole body, we'll begin to roll like a ball here. This feels what feels good in your feeling body, taking it at your own pace. You might even hit a Navasana, hold with the core. Use your strength to find your balance. And come into the Navasa and hold. You could assist yourself here. You can hold here, shoulders draw down and back. Take a deep breath in and open your chest, open your heart. Let the knees kiss, ankles touch. Inhale fully. And exhale, keep holding here. Pull your navel up into your spine. Feel the core start to energize and wake up. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, we'll cross our ankles and transition into our plank pose. Step both feet back. Our shoulders will be directly above our wrists. The navel pull us up into the spine. Inhale fully, starfish fingers clasped to the rock of an ocean. Shine the light through the crown of the head. Continue to engage that core. From here, drop your knees softly to the earth, then your chest and your chin. Slide forward into a gentle baby cobra. Then exhale, start to wave your body down. Let's begin to work with our breath here, moving the spine, letting go of the tension in the glutes, starting to connect with our feeling body, that somatic feeling body. Become aware of what's happening in your physical body. When you're ready, tuck your toes under, press back into your plank, hold steady and strong, press back into your downward dog. Take a breath here. Open your feet a little bit wider. Take up space. Let that body, that sternum, that chest fall towards the earth. Elbows point down towards the earth. Deep breath in. And let a long exhale out. Come back to the intention, your presence, the mantra. Why me? Why now? I am listening. 我正在听. We'll look up to the top of our mat. Take 2 steps forward or 4. Forward fold, however you're traveling. Inhale, slowly bend your knees as you roll up to stand, nice and slow. Inhale, arms will reach up high above. Hear what is not said. Open your heart. And then bend those elbows down into the earth, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, however you're traveling, plank pose. Flow through it or choose to skip the vinyasa altogether. If you choose to bring it in an upward dog, let's take an upward dog here, thighs lift off the earth. I want you to move into the knee a little bit safer position of a wild thing or a flipped dog. So take another breath here. We'll bend the right knee, step the right knee up and over, hips will drop, lift up into a wild thing, open your heart here, extend that left leg, inhale, and then return back to your upward dog, sink the hips safely, come into your upward dog, and then we'll go to the second side. So bend that left knee, step it to the other side, drop the hips, and then lift the heart up and open. Reach as high as you can here. Squeeze and engage the glutes. And then drop the hips, upward dog. And then downward dog. What feels good? Or a child's pose. Listen to your feeling body. Relax into the breath, into the mat. Breathe deeply into every cell of your body. Every good thought that you feel or hear in this practice, on and off the mat, know that it's inspired of God. Believe that your good thoughts are divine, because they are. So in the next few minutes, let's pay closer attention to the positive thoughts that come, the little nudges to act throughout your practice or throughout your day. Keep holding this downward dog. Check in. Whenever those thoughts come, open up that book, write it down so you remember, even if in your practice, so you can go back when you're able. We'll gently and slowly start to step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release. Reach those arms up to the heaven and then sink to our Utkatasana chair posture. Then we'll move arms behind us, heels up, toes down. And then find this breath, this control of balance and strength in the legs. This movement of energy with breath. Moving into our filling body. Follow that breath. Chair, up into the toes. Good. Sink back into the hips. And then forward fold. Let the head be heavy here. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, step or walk back to plank. Take a flow or skip it all together. Maybe it's modified knees, chest, chin, or a full chaturanga. We'll meet back in downward dog when you're ready, when you're willing. Come back to your intention that you set. Why me? Why now? I am listening. 我正在听. Let your body go deeper. Let go of tension. On that next inhale, we'll reach the left leg high to the sky. Bend the top knee. Step between the two hands. Ground the back heel. Then we'll start to take our hands behind our back into a chest expansion. As you exhale, lean back with the chest. Then bring it into humble warrior. Left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Arms are reaching up towards the heaven above. Deeper into the shoulder. Open up the heart. Go at your own pace, your own breath. If you need to modify this, you could always drop the knee down and move into a modified lunge here. If you'd rather not clasp the open through the shoulders, you can move with breath in and out, reaching forward and lifting up. So let's keep breathing wherever we are, whichever sensation that we need to feel that's the right choice. Become aware. We'll lift the chest back up and start to turn our foot inward to wide-legged forward fold. I'm actually going to switch around so you can see me better. Slightly pigeon-toed, toes in, heels out. Slight gentle bend of the knees. And we'll start to, if you want to take a chest expansion, that's always an option. Or you can take the hands towards the earth. Whatever feels better in your filling body. Breathe into the space. Remember the impressions that come throughout your practice, on or off the mat. If you cannot accomplish them right now in this moment, as we connect and see clear, then write them down. Write them down in your little red notebook. Choose to do the spiritual work required to hear the voice more frequently and more clearly. Take that next breath and let it all go. Lay hold on every good gift of the Spirit, which that gift can and will change your life. So one more deep breath here. We'll slowly start to lift the chest back up. And if I was over here, we'll pivot back into our warrior two, same leg. You could keep your hands clasped behind you, or open up the arms and extend into your warrior two. Make sure that you're feeling that energetic flow between front and back leg. Lift through your pelvic floor. Strong warrior, shoulders out from the ears. We work with the upper body as we sink lower through the lower body. Look toward those fingertips. Spread that mat 50-50 front to back. Hands may choose to go behind the back, another humble and peaceful warrior. If you don't want to take a chest expansion, then you could just keep here or here. So move flowing in and out, shoulder to knee, chest is low. Inhale, reach high. Good. Take the breath as the body moves. One breath, one movement. A little bit deeper, a little bit lower with every breath that we take. Maintaining balance, clarity, And then start to transition into your crescent lunge. Hands can be clasped or open them, lift them high to the sky. If you need to drop a knee for modification, please do so. We're going to transition forward by switching our feet to the left foot. Right knee is going to come up. If we fall out, we fall out. We get back in. That's what yogi's being all about. If you want to keep the clasp, you can keep the clasp. If you'd like to come out in front, Anjali Mudra, if we take that right leg over the left, standing pigeon. So 2 options here. Front, or hold deep into the shoulders. Keep your concentration, your focus, your breath. Find stillness. The invitation that God gives you to participate in His work. Knowing that we don't have to be perfect to engage in His work. He includes us always. How involved we are is really up to us. So record those things, write those impressions down, act on them. Keep sinking through the hips or reaching through the shoulders. Follow your breath. And then we'll start to bring the right knee back up into the chest. Come back into your crescent lunge or low lunge. Open the arms up high to the sky, palms reach. Bend your elbows, look up, hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Reconnect here. Your intention. Why me? Why now? I am listening. Let's move into plank, flow it out, rest it out, or skip the vinyasa altogether, take a rest in child's pose. Hearing the mantra, if you're focusing on that intention, 我正在听. Meet me back in downward dog when you're ready, when you're willing. Reset that breath. Nice audible sigh it out. Come back to the intention that inspired you to step on your mat today. Go deep. On that next breath, the right leg will lift. Bend the knee. Step it forward between the 2 hands to the top of the mat. We'll ground the left heel down. Maybe the hands come behind the back in a chest expansion. And then we'll start to dive that chest towards the inner knee, humble warrior. Right shoulder with the inside of the right knee, and then up through a peaceful warrior. And if a chest expansion isn't in your practice today, that's okay. Move with intention. Maybe you open up and you lift high. Wherever it is, find the stability and grounding with your breath, with your body, your movement. How are you feeling? Everything that's moving through your physical body. How are you connecting? What are you witnessing? On your next exhalation, I want you to slowly start to come up with your body. Extend the front knee. We'll pivot into that wide-legged forward fold. Toes slightly in, heels out. Option to keep a chest expansion if it feels good. We'll follow our breath into this space. Head's heavy. Breathe into the mantra, the intention, the sacred sound. Focusing on the auditory patterning sessions. Because this particular tool and component can help ensure that during any auditory session, whether it's mantra meditation, yoga, there's no other distractions or noises. That's easy for us to discern the sound. So when distractions come into the mind, come back to the breath, the intention, the sacred sound. Why me? Why now? I am listening. To be able to feel with our physical bodies is important for our safety, but also to feel is important for the joy in our lives. So as we breathe in this asana, same as Salani mentioned, the physical feeling is important. Feeling God's love is essential.
not just for our spiritual safety, but because of the joy it will bring to our lives. So whether your hands are still in a chest expansion or they're towards the earth, we'll gently start to exhale, micro bend in the standing knees. Come up, we'll pivot the foot forward into your crescent lunge. Good. And then back into a warrior two. We can open into warrior two, or you can take a chest expansion. If you're extended out to the side in your warrior two, strong upper body, strong lower body. Good. Open up that wingspan. Follow your breath. Pull those heels towards each other energetically. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Strong body holding. Make sure that you can see the big toe out the front of the knee. Open your heart. We'll take another peaceful warrior. Always make adjustments to what feels good. You'll release down to the humble warrior. Shoulder inside the knee. Let your chest release closer to the earth below. Hold and breathe. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Let's begin to lift our chest back up. The back heel will pivot. Keep the hands clasped or undo for balance. We'll move that knee into the belly. Take it all the way up. If we need to find our balance to get there, that's okay. Get in wherever you can. If you're finding that clasp, take the knee back up into the belly. Bring that left leg over top of the knee. Option to keep this chest expansion here or hands in Anjali Mudra. Working here, we know we can always grab for a wall for assistance and a support. Go deep into the hip. The other modification for this particular posture would be supine pigeon on your back and pull that knee into the chest. So find your balance, your focus, your strength. If you're opening your heart a little bit deeper, maybe you're feeling that song of redeeming love. And ask if you can feel it now. Is there a time in your life, like Salani says, that maybe you say yes? Or maybe it's no, I don't really feel so now. Not like I have before. Or perhaps your answer is, I'm not sure I've ever felt so. So regardless where we are in this journey, we can be able to recognize God's love for us or increase the ability to feel His love. Even through our own feeling bodies with yoga on our mat, consistently showing up for our feeling bodies, intentional patterning. Let's gently come out of this posture, start to step back into your crescent lunge. Open your heart, release the fingers, tie to the sky, spark them. Palms together, Anjali Mudra. Bend those arms into the heart. Breathe here, check in. Reconnect. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step down to your plank. Take that flow, take that rest, take that extra push-up, take a modification. What does your feeling body need? Do you need a twist? Do you need a rest? Do you need downward dog? We'll meet back in downward facing dog when you're ready. Let everything marinate here. Roll into plank pose when you're ready, and then roll back into downward dog. Make it feel good on your body, this flow, intentional wave, articulate the spine. Let it feed the brain with healthy oxygen and blood. Option to drop the knees for that modified posture. Just let your head follow the movement of your spine. Feel free to add a flow, a push-up, or add rest in child's pose. When you're ready, meet me in child's pose. And then we'll move right back into our upward dog. We'll do the same thing that wave-like movement with the spine. But now we're moving from upward dog to child's. So articulate the spine, open up the fingers, open your heart, breathe into the space of your body. And then when you're ready, we'll come to our knees, hip width apart, moving into camel posture. I like to take my hands backwards on my back just to give a little bit healthier space, but you can do fists for wrists. We can tuck our toes here. We'll lift the hips, open the heart, but imagine this imaginary wall on your hips, and you don't want your hips to fall off the wall at all. You want to keep them grounded, open through the heart. Maybe the head and neck draw back. Maybe you reach for your heels or untuck your toes and reach a little bit deeper. But the goal of this posture is to open the heart. So the moment that we've taken those hips off, when we sink into the hips, it's no longer a heart opener. So take this moment to open your heart and open up to these beautiful, good thoughts. The patterning to feel God's love more often. Inhale fully and exhale. To come out of this posture, we'll safely start to pull up to the spine. Come to a neutral spine first, straight back. And then sit back into the heels. Take a second to let the spine neutralize. And then when you're ready, you can go into your counter pose, which is your child's pose. Those arms might start to reach forward to the top of the mat. Breathe heavily into the lower spine. Take a moment to show up. Embrace yourself where the Spirit can be present, where you can invite Christ to your space, put yourself in holy places. Yoga is a beautiful place to be mindful and still. Allow us to dial back the noise, the distractions, minimize those so that we can more easily hear and let the Spirit witness truth to our hearts and our minds. So maybe when you're ready, press back to your downward dog and then start to step to the top of your mat. Bend the knees generously and let's start to come down to a seated forward fold. We'll extend the legs out. You may even choose to grab a strap or a belt at home or a block, whatever feels good. Make this posture comfortable for you. Just remember that we'll open through the heart, lead light through the crown, hip hinge through the waist so that we feel the engagement in the back of the hamstrings and the calves. Close down the eyes. Feel what feels good in your body. If you can reach those toes, great. Open the heart. Still save space in the heart. Hip hinge through the waist. What do you need to release right here in this posture? Can you focus on listening, then the action, whether we record it in the little red notebook or act on it in that moment, and then let God do all of the work that we cannot do. If there's any reason why you can't feel God's love, like Salani says, know that every effort matters, even if you don't recognize it. God and His Son know you, they hear you, they love you. It's certain as the truth that you exist. We can feel it as our heart beats. We can feel it in the breath that moves through our body without having to do anything at all. This divine connection to our heavenly home. When you're ready, come on out. We'll take a few minutes in final relaxation shavasana. The palms may be turned upwards for receiving or downward for grounding. Close down the eyes and take this opportunity to welcome complete relaxation of the whole body. Breathing in deeply here, in through the nose, and letting it all go. Breathe into the space. Feel the body becoming heavier, the spirit lighter, and witness his presence as if he's already here. The more we know, invite him and love him. Take this patterning, obeying, and giving thanks. The more we'll know and feel his presence here. So let go of the body and completely relax. This is your space, your moment to feel your breath connect to your heavenly home, your heartbeat. Why me? Why now? I am listening. 我正在听. Take this moment to listen to what is not said. When you're ready, maybe you start to wiggle your fingers or the toes. Maybe it's a pencil stretch, or you're bringing those knees into the chest, rolling over into the fetal posture, taking a pause to commit to all that you've heard or seen, or roll up to a seated position of your choice. Take a moment to find that head over heart, heart over pelvis. Inhale, reach up high to the heavens above to hear Christ's word. Bring it all the way down into the third eye to seek for his truth, and then all the way into the heart space to hear, to build, to love with your whole heart. Feel the love for yourself and the love that God has for you. Take another deep breath in. Reach up. Feel your heart vibrating in your chest as you connect one more time. Why me? Why now? Feel that heart beating. I am listening. 我正在听. Take this moment to thank yourself for your practice to show up in this Christ-centered yoga space. I send you all my love and all my light. Namaste.